Morning, this is Brian. Today is Sunday, September 19th, 2021. I am in Ruffin Canyon open space in the Serra Mesa neighborhood of San Diego. Been here once before, but it's been almost 5 years. Came here once with my friend Brett. Came here hiking and came here to poke around for a little while. Well, we're basically on the corner of Gramercy and Ruffin Road, and we're right by Taft Middle School here in San Diego. So here we have a nice little informational kiosk here at the beginning. There are a couple of neighborhood access points in the vicinity. There are a couple other areas where you'll be able to hike into this canyon. There's a little hiking kiosk right here. And right here at the beginning, hollyleaf cherry, Prunus ilicifolia, subspecies ilicifolia. Actually, a couple of them here. Usually I find these higher elevation chaparral, usually in the foothills and mountains. So, a couple little access trails that lead down into the juicy portions of the canyons here. Couple little intersecting nature trails around here. Here's the middle school right here. And quite a few hollyleaf cherries around here. Pretty sure a lot of this area was planted, but they are occasionally found here in the low elevations. Looks like we got Baiopsis laciniata, San Diego bush sunflower. It looks kind of dead, but it's just because it's in this drought dormancy period. Yeah, quite a few hollyleaf cherries are over here. And just like the last time, here's this access trail right here. This is where my friend and I went the first time we were here. We didn't go too far into the canyon, but we went down to the bottom. Well, went to the roughly lower elevations of this canyon. Ooh, Cylindropuntia prolifera. It's been a while since I've seen one of those. So here we are in the coastal sage scrub. That's what this is here. Of course, since we're A, in a drought, and B, in the middle of our normal dry season, things look pretty rough over here. It's natural for things to look this dry this time of year. Our rainy season doesn't start for a while still. And if the Climate Prediction Center is correct, it's going to be another dry one this year. That's why things look a little brown. But of course, it's pretty average for this time of year. Anyways, regardless if it was a good rainy season last year or not, just maybe a little drier looking than usual, maybe. Little Coast Cholla. Kind of hard to see, but in the center of the camera, right in the very center, the Coast Barrel Cactus right there. Fishhook Cactus viridescens. I remember the first time I was here, I saw my first ever Fishhook Cactus, Mammillaria dioica. I don't know, maybe I'll get lucky and see it again if it's still here. But of course, we got Dudleya pulverulenta, looking very dehydrated, of course. Just watch your step. Sometimes it's a little rocky here, so just watch your footing a little bit. Just want to see if I can find that Fishhook Cactus again. That'd be really cool to see that again. With some ravens. Let's see. And of course there go the rented birds. I don't remember where I saw the Fishhook Cactus exactly. I thought it was higher up, further back that way, but I could be wrong. And it was kind of in a patch of brush, kind of like this. It'd be cool to see that little plant. It was just one individual, one plant. Be nice to see it again. I don't know. It wasn't something I was looking for. A lot of times that's when I find plants, is when I'm not actually looking for them, and I just see them. Sometimes that'll corner my eye, and then I turn around and look and, whoa, didn't expect to be looking for this today. It was on this slope here, somewhere. It's either down this way, or a little bit back that way. Just don't remember. It was a good few years ago. Oh, here we got spiny redberry, Rhamnus crocea. See it more in San Diego County than you do in Orange County. Oh, look at that. Big, got some nice Gooding's black willows back there. Salix Goodingi. Then we got a Ulmus parvifolia, Chinese elm. Little Chinese elm down here. They do escape from cultivation here quite a bit in Southern California. You'll see them sometimes naturalizing where there's at least some kind of a moisture source. Nice. Nice tall lemonade sumac. Look at this. And we got Rus integrifolia with next spring's flower buds already developed. Yeah, a lot of sumacs, they pre-develop their flower buds for the next year. Here's another Coast Barrel Cactus right here. I've seen it. I guess there are a few of them here. Last time I remember seeing at least one. I don't see the Fishhook Cactus yet. I just remember being on this side of the trail as I was heading down into the canyon. It's a really tiny little plant. Last I saw it was a really small plant. And they're not known to get extremely large anyways. Here it is. I'm not going to bushwhack through here, but center of the screen, right there. That right there is a Fishhook Cactus. That's Mammillaria dioica. That's the only specimen that I have seen to date in my entire life. Right here in Ruffin Canyon. So there's some pretty nice rare finds if you come here. That's why I want to come back here again. And, well, there's another one. Well, it's really going to be hard to see on camera. But right where that pile of rocks is, there's another Fishhook Cactus over there too. So there's probably a small population of them here. But It's pretty cool to see. And there's a lot of chopped dudleya around here too, or they also call them live forevers. I just call them dudleyas. So, and yeah, so this is a pretty good. This is a pretty good area to brush up on your cactus plants and your succulent plants. So we got more coast cholla. Looks like we got. That looks like oracle prickly pear or chaparral prickly pear. I think that's Opuntia auricola. That one's kind of a toss-up right there. Could be Opuntia littoralis. Yeah, usually the chaparral prickly pears are oracle prickly pears. Auricola. Usually their pads are more rounded as opposed to elongated. But there's a lot of this here too. A lot of awesome examples of coast cholla and some very old growth lemonade sumacs. In fact, this trail, it's going to go around a bend and then it's going to start going down, and it's going to go right through a thicket of these lemonade sumacs. So you're going to get to see a real shady tunnel of beautiful lemonade sumacs. And here's, again, awesome example of our coastal sage scrub in action here. These beautiful, absolutely astonishing coastal chollas. Again, this is Cylindropuntia prolifera, and it's quite common in areas here in San Diego. There are areas where you'll find this plant a lot. And I see another fishhook cactus too. The camera won't pick it up too well, but right underneath that root burl there is another fishhook cactus. So this is a small population of it here. And here's a young cholla. Now chollas, their predominant method of establishment is when pieces of the plant break off and take root. The stems will take root. And I'm definitely seeing more fishhook cactus too. Really small plants, so unless they're really close to the trail, the camera's not going to really pick them up too well. But if I come up to another one that's really close to the trail, I'll be sure to try to get it. Yeah, here we go. There we go. It's another fishhook cactus right there. Another Mammillaria dioica. D-I-O-I-C-A. I usually pronounce the I's as E's or is. Some people pronounce it dioica, I guess. Now, so now we're going to be heading down into the lemonade sumac thicket I was telling you about. There are areas here in San Diego County where this plant takes over lots of real estate, where these plants will form huge thickets that cover a lot of land. That's very common for lemonade sumac. Just watch out. There are some cholla cactus along the trail. So if you're walking along, just watch where your arms reach out. So you'll end up getting prickled by some really spiny cactus. But here's the really old growth lemonade sumac stand I was telling you about. This would have actually been a good place to do my spotlight video on this plant, but I did one in Powder Canyon in LA County. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful specimens. I like this part of the trail coming down here. It's beautiful. I tell you, this plant can take over extremely large parcels of land if it's relatively undisturbed. Again, this is lemonade sumac, Rhus integrifolia. Very common coastal plant. Coastal sage scrub and coastal chaparral too. Mostly below 3,000 feet in elevation. So yeah, this trail kind of does little switchbacks. Wow. Wow, look at this. So when you do your uphill hike back, you'll be in the shade of this awesome canyon. Be in the shade of these lemonade sumacs the whole way back up. Alright, low bridge. Yeah, sometimes these trunks can get quite large. Look at that. Just watch out, there are some roots that come on the trail, so just watch where your step in, so you don't end up tripping over a root or something like that. Alright, here leads down to one of the canyon bottom sections. Ooh, here's a hollyleaf cherry right here. Wow. There's a plant you'll see much more in San Diego County. Here it is. Baccharis saurothroides. This is broom baccharis. I occasionally see it in OC, Riverside County, and you'll maybe occasionally see it in the Santa Ana Mountains, but here in San Diego County, especially San Diego County eastward into the low desert regions, you'll see that plant quite often. It's going to be toyon season soon. Heteromeles are budifolia. Last time I was here, I didn't take the trail this way, so might be a little bit different today. More hollyleaf cherry down here. This is more than I thought down here at the really low elevations. Probably only about 200 feet above sea level here. Wow, there's a lot of hollyleaf cherry here, actually. I mean, I know it comes in the low elevation, but I didn't realize so much. There's a lot of it here, actually. No cherries on it this year, though. Well, the camera's about to die, so I'm going to go ahead and put in another set of batteries, and I will see you on the next clip.